Hello, everybody! Haven't went live in a while, so why not? Doo 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 dee 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 skiddy ba doo doo dee skibby da blah blah doo 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 dee. So, how's everyone been? All right, I got a viewer. Welcome. Yeah, there's been way too many issues editing the third movie on my computer, so that's why Zach B Productions is now going to be editing the movie. It's really frustrating, man, but do what you got to do. At this point, I don't want to delay the movie too much, or else people will lose interest in it. Well, that'll depend on Zach. Really will depend on Zach. Hold up. I'll be right back. But yeah, I'll give an update when I can. Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, sorry about all the editing issues. It's even more frustrating when you reach out to people for help, but they never respond. It's like, look, I get it, you have a life, but, you know, even if I get a late response, it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's just frustrating. But what can you do, huh? So, Ghost Rider, this is going to be hilarious considering that I made that pissed off video about country music all those years ago. But recently, I was in a country music video. Isn't that hilarious? Hey, Daniel. Yeah, exactly. At least tell me. Well, yeah, it's frustrating, but What can you do, huh? All that I know is that it's by Felicity Jones, I believe her name is. She has 1 million followers on her Instagram page. At first, I thought it was just for a local band, but when I saw she has 1 million followers, I was like, oh shit. So yeah, people will see it, which means people will see me, and more people will know who I am. But yeah, as soon as that's out, I'll be sure to share it with all of you. I should, Ghost Rider. I really should. That would make for a great episode. But man, it really truly has been irritating editing the third movie. Yeah, it is what it is, Ghost Rider. But anyways, what all have you been up to? Uh, Here, I will type it in the comments. Hold up. Okay. Post comment. Okay, her name is Cecily Rose. That's her. But yep, she has 1 million followers on her Instagram. That's huge. I didn't realize the person had that many followers. Until I actually was on set. Originally, I was just gonna be a background role, but I was at the right place at the right time, and they offered me a bigger role. So I follow Rocky Mountain Agency on Facebook, and they put up an ad for it. So that's how I found out about it. And yeah, and I'm not allowed to reveal what my role is, but you'll get a kick out of it. And that was the most fun I've ever had filming anything. I mean, I've had fun filming other things, but yeah, that was the most fun. Yeah, those prank calls got annoying. Especially when I got prank called at 11 o'clock at night when I was an hour into my sleep. Yeah, it's like, you really would have to be a jerk to do that. And when they prank called me, it wasn't even funny. They were like, "Doctor, doctor, I have something stuck on my butt." It's like, really? What are you, 5? Then they hung up, and then immediately I got a call from my friend Taylor. And then Taylor was like, "Yeah, I didn't call you." And then she showed me proof that she didn't call me. So yeah, then that was when I said, you know what? I've had it with the prank calls. I am, but like I said, computer issues. It won't save the videos onto my computer. I don't know why it's doing that. I truly don't. Hey, Vandilia. Not gonna lie, the old Eric was being unleashed with my computer. Justifiably so, because I was getting pissed. It was wasting my time. I thought you would have said that. Yeah, paying him with gift cards. Man, I can't wait for this movie to be done. Oh, making the third movie. I'm gonna be honest with all of you. It's not been fun. Hey, Junebug, how's it going? 55 to go. Yeah. All right. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. But anyways, I told Junebug this, and we all laugh at this with how stupid it is. But yeah, I've had people complain saying that I love my dog too much. And yeah, me and Junebug laugh at how stupid that is. And we even told Victor Miller that, who wrote Friday the 13th. And Victor Miller said, they can kiss my 84-year-old ass. That's the kind of person Victor Miller is. He's extremely blunt. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I was just telling Ghost Rider the story about how Victor Miller said to all those people who say that I love Simba too much that they could kiss his 85-year-old ass.
That's yeah.
Oh, wait,
Um.
sorry. 84, but you know what I mean.
hmm
But yeah,
Well, I
wouldn't
think it.
you agree with me that Victor Miller is a very direct person?
Oh yeah. Well, hey Victor. I mean, he said he subscribed to us. So if Victor, you happen to see this, what I love about him now is he's just developed that I don't care attitude.
Which, and to make myself clear, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm saying that I appreciate that. It's because
Well.
a lot of people I met nowadays are not very honest.
No. Well, it's a good thing to. Well, once you get past like a certain age, it's like either you get the rep. Hey,
Hey, Zach, I can send you a link to join it if you want.
yeah, and Zach, you're just out of stream hours on your account. You can join here. Okay.
Yeah, Ghost Rider, that's an excellent question. Like, that shouldn't be a bad thing. That's a good thing that I love my dog.
Um, but no, I hope Zach can join so you guys can actually meet the new editor for things that piss me off. And I want to stress that Zach, I know that you said earlier you're paying Zach in gift cards. Zach is real. Zach is not a gift card scammer. So it's especially funny because he's been vocal about it on his channel. He just got suspended from his job because of a gift card. Because it sounds like the register did not pick up the gift card. So, it sounds like a computer glitch to me. And so Zach got let go from his job but so Zach is real, folks. I just told Eric, I advised Eric that basically the best thing to do is if you're gonna pay Zach. And hello.
Hi.
So yes.
Oh, so Zach, did you have a chance to look at the Google Drive files?
Yeah, I'll look at them right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Let me
may
know if
have
they
a
work
few
or not.
I may have a few complications though, because my storage is full currently, so I'll have to do something about that.
But yeah, Zach will figure it out. And so yes, folks, Zach is real, even though Eric is paying him it gift cards, and Zach knows all full well. You got to be careful with those damn gift cards, right?
All right. So, Eric, for the gift card, I was thinking maybe you could just purchase it and then just send me the code. Like, would that work?
Yeah. So you guys could see. Yeah. Again, Zach is real, folks. If just because that's usually what the scammers want, is the gift card codes. But yes. So.
Right.
But no. I think Eric might be a little busy right now. But Zach, you could. He kicked him. Well, okay. Well, but just so the folks here, I guess, Eric, are you back with us?
Yeah, sorry about that. I got a phone call. So what all did I miss?
Zach was just sitting there asking if you could just basically send. Basically, Zach was, even though everybody could see here that he's real, we were just. He was asking if you could just send him the gift card code.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. And say if the Google Drive thing will not work. So I have the movie on like kind of chips. So if I were to send him all of the clips by physical mail, like this,
Yeah,
Right.
well, and
would that work, Zach?
What's that?
So I have the movie footage filmed on like these kind of chips.
Right.
I don't know what they're called, but you know what I mean.
memory cards, SIM cards.
Yeah, memory cards, SIM cards, whatever you want to call it. So, say if the Google Drive stuff will not work, I could send you these by physical mail.
Uh-huh.
And then you should be able to plug it into your computer.
Yeah, well,
the only thing is
that would work.
It might, but the only thing is I don't have a PO box. But I'll have to open one if it doesn't work.
Well, you do. Well, you obviously don't have to say what your mailing address is here since we're live, but you do have an address that I can mail you to, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I could just send it to that then.
Yeah. No, I mean, so there's Zach will get it done. He's made some pretty good films here on YouTube.
I have a new one coming out on the 28th, so
yeah, and you have you've honestly created a character, Italian Sniper, that's, I would say, a mixture of Batman and the Punisher, right?
you could see it that way.
Excuse me.
But Zach also is like Eric, also another capo for Junebug Films. So,
Mm-hmm.
Hey Simba.
and so and the great thing is about Zach is he can actually be an official capo, because Zach, you are Italian.
That's right.
Is the family Sicilian?
What?
Or is the family Sicilian?
What do you mean?
Where are you guys from in the old country of Italy?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. So, but no,
Yeah, and for the visual effects, I use big films. So if I were to just send you the link to that,
well, Zach,
you'd be able to download all the visual effects.
well, Zach, what do you use for effects for your movies?
I just use Premiere Pro and a green screen.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. Like for X-ray, I didn't use like After Effects at all. Like all I did was use Premiere.
well, Eric, let's just see how maybe you'll like Premiere Pro, and let's just see how it works. If you don't like it, then we could then use big films, because I mean, I'm trying to do this without spoiling the movie. Does Premiere Pro like have effects where like you can do like like Dragon Ball, style like explosion stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to be vague without spoiling anything in the movie.
I
Well,
think you could do just about anything as far as effects go on Premiere. You just have
Okay.
to know how to work it.
okay, well, yeah. The one thing that shouldn't be a spoiler is Amber Turd's supernatural power that it's revealed that she now has at the end of the second movie.
Okay. Man, Zach has not even seen your movie, so your movie. You might want to send him a link to that because
No, I'm not in the third piss off movie.
Eric.
Well, I could tell you.
Well, we made.
What it
I could tell him. So, we made Amber Turd a character in the movie. Now, it's not Amber. It's not Amber Heard. It is actually Amber Turd.
Okay.
That's her name. So we made a character named Arnold. That yes, he does talk like Arnold, but it's not. His name is just Arnold. Shoots Amber Turd in the pussy, and it becomes a portal.
Okay.
And so
Dang,
basically,
Eric, you sent me a lot of clips.
Yeah, well, to think that that's not even the full movie because, I got busy. I didn't have time to send the entire movie.
Okay.
but no, I think Zach is a good editor, and because Eric's been having so many technical difficulties, we would have had another editor do it, but sadly he passed away. Eric, I just hope the making of DVD goes better than this movie, right?
I hope so too. And yeah, and Mecca was supposed to write Dracula versus Frankenstein, but then not only that, he also was gonna act in the movie too.
Yeah, he was going to be the lead of Peter Frankenstein. Which, spoiler.
Now, quick question for you, Eric.
Okay.
Like, as far as editing goes, like, do you want like cinematic? Do you want it to look cinematic, or do you just want the cuts? That's it.
I want it to look as cinematic as possible.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah, Zach's good. By the fact that, like, folks, definitely check him out. I'm sorry, Eric, giving him a shout out here on your stream, but yeah, Eric, he is. I'm breaking law one, Eric, a little bit because you're the master here. But Zach does action movies that cost $0, and some of the action movies are just as, I would say, okay, hyping you up a little bit, but some of them are just as good as any John Wick movie.
Well, X-Ray is heavily influenced by John Wick, so
yes.
I mean, you could definitely tell. I mean, I think once it comes out, I think a lot of people will be able to catch on with that.
Mm. And as far as like what things that piss me off is I would say the genre is Eric has successfully made 3 good spoof movies, because Eric, I think it's safe to say that genre is dead. Spoof movies, right?
Yeah.
And you actually made good ones.
Well, I appreciate that.
I mean, what? When was the last good spoof movie? I mean, maybe like what? Scary Movie 2?
But that was now Scary Movie 3. You know, it's one of those movies where it's meant to be dumb, but I'm not gonna lie. Scary Movie 3 actually was pretty damn funny.
Yeah. And I think Scary Movie 4, from what I remember, had its moments, right?
Yeah, it did. Like, especially when they were making fun of Brokeback Mountain and that part where Anthony, whatever his name was, he was the guy who had the dreadlocks. It was that part where they were making fun of Brokeback Mountain and they were in the tent and then he was like, "Relax, I'm just gonna grab some nuts." And then he grabbed a bag of nuts.
What?
Oh god. I'm assuming that you've never seen Scary Movie 4.
I've only ever seen the first one.
Okay, well, I've seen Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yeah. I remember I saw Scary Movie 4 at the theater with my friend Thomas. I can't believe that was almost 20 years ago.
Well, so, and what's really sad though. I would rather, and this is going to be shocking to people. I honestly would rather see a new Scary movie rather than the new Scream movie.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well, luckily for you, they did announce a Scary Movie 6, and I heard that Melissa Barrera wants to be in it.
There you go. Just bring back Anna Faris, please.
Yeah, why didn't she come back for Scary Movie 5?
I think they asked her. I think I'm not quite for sure. I think they asked her when she was pregnant with Chris Pratt's child at that time. So, and she just wanted to be a mom for a little bit. Which, hey, hey, you know what? I like. That's awesome, right? So, nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
And plus, although it would be really funny with Scary Movie, a new Scary Movie where basically if they could definitely spoof the John Wick movies, and it'd be really funny, Eric, since a big character went into the public domain.
I mean, I get it with making fun of John Wick because that's popular, but it's called Scary Movie. So they should be spoofing horror movies. That makes more sense. Like, if they want to spoof action movies, then just do a side thing called action movie. Like, it's like when they did date movie, epic movie.
Well, I guess they could. I guess they could do the. I mean, well, actually, I have an idea. What the big trend in horror right now is, making public domain characters, right?
Yeah, taking public domain characters.
So, what if you make the killer Mickey Mouse?
Well, we're already getting that with Mickey's Mousetrap and that other Mickey Mouse horror movie coming out by the guy who did the Mean One.
Can't wait. I can't wait till Godzilla becomes public domain because I would love to do a fan film.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean,
well, you got to wait till 2049.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna take a long time when Godzilla goes public domain.
There's other kaiju stuff you could do. I mean, I'm sure there's public domain kaijus out there. I mean, even walking on eggshells because Katakawa owns the rights, but even to a certain extent, I mean, you could even argue by technicality because the American made movies are public domain for Gamera.
Yeah, but
But
that's a technicality. It's just like how there's a technicality like with King Kong. Now,
and Superman.
yeah, well, King Kong, it's only the novelization of the original movie, so it would have to be based off of that book. And in
Well,
that book, King Kong doesn't fall off the Empire State Building. Instead, he decides to jump off of it.
well, and there you go. I mean, Zach, King Kong's going to go public domain, and
2029, I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Zach, you could do a King Kong movie.
Maybe.
But yeah, as long as you don't take from the one by Peter Jackson, as long as you don't take from the one from 1976.
Right. When it comes to like those kind of movies, I would want to just like do my own thing with it.
And that's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Yeah, and that's fine.
Like
But
not
yeah,
do like a remake or anything,
I know.
yeah.
I know what Zach can do since he's
What?
public domain too. King Kong versus Konga.
Interesting.
Konga, Zach, in case you don't know, is another giant ape that the British made, and they named him Konga, obviously instead of Kong. And yeah,
Yeah, just to
really
get around the copyright.
what's really funny about that movie is this is how they got away with copyright. They claimed it was a different. They claimed it was instead of a giant ape, even though they say ape and chimpanzee in the same movie, which they're different animals. They got around it literally from RKO because they asked RKO originally if they could do a parody, like a not a parody but like a little tribute they do it. RKO said no. So when they found out that King Kong is classified as an ape, they made him a giant chimpanzee, even though in the script they actually use both. So isn't that funny, Eric? Because
Yep.
you're more the animal guy. Apes and chimpanzees are two totally different animals, right?
Well, from my understanding, I'm by no means an apeologist or no wait. It's called a primatologist, I believe. Now and now if I get this wrong, people in the chat, fine. But from my understanding, a chimpanzee is just like a category of apes. It's like how there's like lizards, like how there's the chameleon, there's the iguana, where like they're all just categories of lizards, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, but no, I mean, Eric and I have been very vocal, Zach. Once Junebug Films becomes big, I want to buy the rights to Gamera. So maybe that's what you could do. You can,
Yeah, you could do a
Ghost
Gamera
Rider,
film.
I believe you mean Scream 7, since that Scream 6 came out a year ago. I think that's what you mean.
well, to be fair, I mean, there's so many Scream movies, Ghost Rider, I lose track too. So, because at this rate, it's like, unlike Friday the 13th, movies, I'm not going to lie, the Scream movies, and I think it's because, listen, I'm kind of with the 80s horror girl. I'm not the biggest Scream movie fan.
I've never been either.
And I think
you can't please everyone.
And I think I know why. I think that I don't like the fact that they try to be serious horror movies, but then they're spoofs as well. For me, the contrast doesn't work. But, whatever, right?
I do have a question though for Eric for these clips.
Okay.
So in the order that you sent them, is that the way like you want them in order, like.
Well, not all the clips I sent you are in order. It was just I was just going through each one.
You might want to send them the script.
Yeah, I definitely will send you the script so that way that you know.
So I know like how the story goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's work in progress because, like I said, Zach is, you know, he's made. I figured he would be a good editor for you because he's made what, Zach? You're on your this X-ray's
Probably
your eighth.
20th film. I don't know.
Hey Travis, what's up? Screaming on his poof. It sorry, it satirizes horror tropes. You can't tell the joke if you make it a farce. Okay, yeah, that is fair.
No, I've probably made like 20 films like since in the course of like 9 years. So
Yeah.
But yeah, Travis, Zach. Okay, okay, sorry. I got your name wrong before. It's not Zach B Productions. It's Zach D Productions. But I mean, to be fair, B and D, both of them do sound so much alike.
right. No, I hear you on that.
Yeah, and Ghost Rider says they should make a male character be the MC on screen for the first time. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of rumors saying that they're going to bring back Matthew Lillard. To be honest, when I saw Scream 5 at the movie theater, that's actually what I was expecting. I actually was expecting it to be revealed like that he's back as the killer, and there was that brief mention of how he might be alive in Scream 6.
Well, the only way they could bring him back is he was back. He was in Scream 2, so he could just play that character again.
Or unless if you want to make the argument that when he was in Scream 2, that it is his character from the first movie.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know. It's going to be hard having a little verisimilitude with that one because those TVs that he got hit on were heavy.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe it's been a while since I've seen the first Scream. I don't recall you seeing the TV actually hit his head in the first, right?
I mean, I have not seen those movies it's probably been like almost 20 years.
Wait,
Okay,
what
well,
movies are those?
The Scream
for
movies.
argument's sakes, if you don't see the TV hitting his head, I think that they could get away with it. But yeah, Travis, do you recall them actually showing his head getting hit by the TV in the first movie?
Okay, so the Google Drive thing, it's saying access denied. Is there a way you can make these unlisted YouTube clips as well?
I was surprised.
Did you hear what Zach said?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't. What did Zach say?
Can you make them unlisted YouTube clips? Some of the
some of the really long ones I tried to make unlisted YouTube videos, but I wasn't able to. So that's why for the really long ones, I had to make it a Google Drive. But if the Google Drive truly will not work, I could just send you all of like the chips or whatever, like to your mail.
Yeah, so I don't know, like I don't think they ever named I mean, I have not seen the Scream movies. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I did not even see past Scream 3. So, cuz I just was not interested cuz I'm just not a fan of the Scream movies because I don't like what they're for me it's the contrast of interest making a serious horror movie, but then trying to satire the whole thing. It just, for me,
Well, and I mean, there's also the counter argument, like that's what made Scream so interesting. It was the fact that before Scream came out, people got burnt out on like the whole slasher genre craze, and horror like was dead for the longest time. But then along came Scream, which actually was self-aware.
yeah, I get it, but maybe I'm just alone. For me, it just didn't work. But what I'm saying is, but from what I can remember, and from what I've heard in the credits, from what I've seen in the credits from Scream 2, I don't think Matthew Lillard's character that he played in Scream 2 was ever named. So they could just bring him back, still as this character from Scream 2. So
Yeah.
it's just a shame that it is just a shame we won't get any more Matthew Lillard and Freddie Prinze Jr. movies. Because they were really close friends, and then they had a falling out.
Well, that's a shame they had a falling out.
Well,
Did they have the fallout after Scooby-Doo 2, like shortly after, or what?
shortly after,
Well, that could maybe explain why that they went a different route with the live action Scooby-Doo.
well, from
Sorry about that, guys. My dad's always needing my help.
so from and no, I mean, and this comes from. I'll save the source too. This comes from. This came from a good friend of me and Zach's, and Eric, you know him too. Fabio, the Italian Sound 51. Now, keep in mind, Fabio is not a run-of-the-mill YouTuber. He used to work he worked a lot of security jobs, and he went to California and everything, and even worked with a lot of the security guys up there in California. And the security guys talk about things, and he heard the reason why the falling out happened. At this point, it's not my place to say because that's between them. But even he heard it from Matthew Lillard himself that they're not friends anymore. So
Yeah, Eric, I'm having a hard time accessing the Google Drive files. So could you just send those as unlisted links too, or?
Well, like I said, some of the really long videos, I had to make some of them really long because I was filming with my friend Ben. And my friend Ben, he was doing it to help me out as a friend. He's not the most tech savvy camera person. And so it was easier when filming with Ben if I just kept the camera recording.
Right.
But yes, for the really long ones, I tried to upload that to YouTube as like a private video, but that just wasn't working. So I'm honestly thinking for some of them, I might have to send you the chips via physical mail. And if you have to have my camera there to plug into your computer, that's fine. But just basically treat the camera as if it was your own.
Right. I mean, I think all I really would need is the card, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you have something that you can put the chip into your computer.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Okay, yeah. So then in that case, you only would need the chips then.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, Travis. I'll add them to the list, but like it's not going to be anytime soon. I mean, because I got
Item.
I just I have like a lot of things I'm focusing on right now, so I can check them out.
Simba, I love you. I love you, Simba.
I'll check them out. Don't worry. It's not going to be tomorrow or this month. It's going to probably be down the road because I mean I have a lot that I'm doing right now. I'm consulting with Zach here on some of his movies. I'm consulting with Eric on some of his movies that in the future. So
Yeah, Travis. I definitely say that's a very good point. I mean, always be open-minded about it. Like,
no, I'll give him a second chance, but it's not going to be, tomorrow or right now.
yeah,
I'll give him.
and that's fine. It's kind of like with me. When I was a senior in high school, when the Hunger Games came out, I just didn't get it when it came out. I saw it in theaters, but I mean, I would be willing to watch the movie again.
Right, and so, but because I'm consulting with these two people on making, their movies right now. And then, I'm always trying to look for more people. I'm also trying to focus. I mean, I actually just got an email possibly to do animation work for Snow White. So I have literally 3 movies that I'm working on right now, and it's all by myself right now. So
Yeah. So I mean, I was thinking myself like for X-Ray, like I don't know when I'm ever gonna work on another film.
you gotta work on. Well, we gotta get for the next film though. They took my pussycat, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Which that concept though, I really think that could work. I mean, because for those who don't know, Zach wants to do a movie where a guy takes revenge because they steal his cat, and he goes after them John Wick style. And by the way, don't worry, the cat doesn't die. Unlike spoiler alert for a movie that's 10 years old, John Wick.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I can't believe the first John Wick turns 10 years old this year.
Wait,
Yeah,
somebody's
that's
gonna correct.
crazy.
Somebody's gonna correct me in the chat. I just know it. It was 2014, right?
Yeah, it was 2014.
So
Okay,
yeah,
good.
10 years ago.
Okay, good. I'm redeeming myself. I'm a movie buff again because I remember I remembered a movie year from the new millennium. Totally. Yay. That's great. Sarcasm is wonderful, isn't it?
Yep.
Um so no, but no, that's what Zach's been wanting. That's what he was talking about, and especially if we title it "They Took My Pussycat." I mean, that's our. If we title it that, I think that we could easily get a lot of people interested in that because, I mean, with a movie like that, though, Zach, you almost have to make it a bit of a spoof in a way, right?
Yep.
Like honestly, I would kind of go for the Deadpool route, where like you look like you would need to probably cast because we already know who we're casting as the bad guy. We've talked about that on your channel. We've talked about getting Fabio to play the bad guy. But if you could probably easily get like go to comedy clubs in your area and see if you could cast a comedian to play the lead role, and then like kind of have him break the fourth wall and stuff like that, and like maybe sit there, have a line. They took my pussy cat. Now,
Yeah.
now they will pay. I hope they're ready to die. As he looks directly into the camera saying this. So, because come on, I mean, even though Eric is a dog lover, which we're not holding that against him, right? But
Yeah.
but come on, I mean, you would want to see that movie. A guy taking revenge on somebody stealing his pet.
Yeah, like you can have that be the promise of the premise, where it's John Wick, but instead of a dog, it's a cat.
And the cat lives.
Right, and they actually take the cat.
Yeah, I have only seen the first John Wick. I've never seen any of the sequels.
Yeah, the first one is definitely the best. The sequels are good too, though.
Yeah, like I heard that Rambo Raff didn't like John Wick Chapter 4.
But he
Neither
totally.
Bobby.
But those two just hate everything, though, right? I mean, we all know Rambo Raff and Fabio. They hate everything, right?
Just about.
No, I mean, I think that honestly, that's one of the reasons why I like Rambo Raff and OCP Communications. I do
Well,
throw.
remember, Sean said that Fabio doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, that. No, for those who don't know, he's been. It's a Sean is one of Zach's stupid trolls that's been trolling him for 7 years. So.
Yeah, now even his friends are turning on him. So
And I mean, I like John Wick, the movies, and
yeah,
like,
I like the fourth one. It is a bit too long, but I do think it's a solid film.
yeah, and I'm still looking. I'm still going to be curious what they are even going to do with John Wick 5, because to be fair, like even if John Wick, I mean, spoiler alert.
Yeah, for a movie that came out a year ago, just about.
Hold on, Eric said he didn't mind. Eric, do you mind spoilers?
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the volume down.
I mean, John Wick may or may not have died, but even if he's alive, let's just say that, whatever they decide to do, I mean, Zach, it would be kind of cool to sit there, maybe see Zombie Wick, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. I mean, whatever they decide to do, or like maybe the dog, maybe that. What was it? A pit bull? The dog takes revenge or something, right? Whatever. So,
Yeah.
Eric, I think we're good now, unless somebody said something in the chat. But
Yeah, no spoilers in the chat, please.
Yeah, since I've only seen the first one. Yeah, like I don't think even the filmmakers were anticipating that John Wick was going to become an entire series.
yeah,
Well.
yeah.
Oh, funny! I just went on Instagram. I see a Hostel TV series.
Wow. Thanks.
And then I see Seth Rogen announced there will be no Pineapple Express sequel, and there will be no Superbad sequel. I mean, at this point, those movies came out almost 20 years ago.
Well, Seth Rogen, you already said you're not going to do. You've already said that like 5 years ago or something like that. That you're not going to be working with James Franco again. So, is the sky blue? And Superbad, like it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't want it to happen because the movie's not even 20 years old yet. But I think at this rate, we're probably going to get a Superbad remake.
Well, there's one coming out next year.
A Superbad?
Yeah, Superman movie.
Oh, Superbad, not Superman.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know. I mean, I'm indifferent about the Superman movie. Okay, I'm from Kansas, and everything. I kind of, and so born and raised and everything. And I'm just like, for me, it's like you need for Superman story. Maybe James Gunn will prove me wrong. I just don't know if I see that wholesomeness in James Gunn to make a Superman movie.
I
You know,
mean,
because
I mean, to be fair, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, like, it definitely had like that upbeat vibe that I think could work for Superman.
it could. I'm gonna reserve judgment, but I don't see it in his directing. But maybe he'll prove me wrong. Although I will say this though, listen, I'm not going to be making fun of the guy's name, but if you're an actor and your last name is Corn Sweat, maybe at that rate it's okay to give yourself a stage name because listen, I'm not going to make fun of the guy, but trolls, especially on the internet, are going to be making fun of that name, Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you see where I'm coming from, Eric, right?
Not the most marketable name.
Yeah, Travis made a good point. Guardians 3 proved that he can make the wholesome edge of Superman.
Yeah,
I like Guardians 3, but
it did, but I guess maybe because I'm just more visual, I'm gonna have to wait to see it. Based on I'm basing it off the talent that he has at this time.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is James Gunn just a producer, or is he directing it, or is he doing both?
Both. He's
okay.
So
the only thing that concerns me is the superhero fatigue. I mean, I'm just concerned that the superhero fatigue might hurt the box office.
Now, for me, it's like, okay, I think that he could do a good job. However, to make a Superman movie, and I've read a lot of the comic books. Because born and raised in Kansas, Superman was kind of one of my favorite superheroes growing up as a kid. Because he's from Kansas. Awesome. And in order to make a good Superman movie, at least how I see it, is you need that Steven Spielberg, Richard Donner vibe with your movie.
I think that James Gunn definitely could do that.
I'm not going to say he can't. Like, if I'm grading that, if I'm going to be grading like that, like his based on everything that I've seen with his films, I'm going to give him like a 7 on how much I think he could do it. So like I'm literally kind of like in between. Does that make sense? But I'm going to reserve judgment till I see it. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, James Gunn, he's definitely a very big comic book fan. So yeah, so James Gunn definitely does.
Well, I mean, to be fair, and Travis, I'm not trying to pick an argument with you or anything. I'm just stating a fact here. So was the director of Dungeons and Dragons, the movie. He was also in a Dungeons and Dragons, and look how that movie.
Which one? The one from last year, or the one with Jeremy Irons?
The one with Jeremy Irons. He was a big comic Dungeons and Dragons fan. Now, yes, he did. You could argue that James Gunn did have more experience now directing, but to say a fan, he should direct it because he's a fan. I see where you're coming from. It's one of those things that looks good on paper, but does it look good visually? Because some things that look good on paper aren't exactly what is the best for the movie itself. Like Eric, did you know that they were casting? Here's my thing. when they were originally casting Superman, they were casting people who looked like Superman before they found Christopher Reeve, to the point where they auditioned the producer auditioned his wife at the time. They auditioned his dentist.
Because he looked like Superman.
Yeah, so it's a case like that. Okay, so if he looks like Superman, let's cast him. And then you discover the guy can't even act. That's not going to look good visually, is it? Right? So just because something looks good on paper, he's a fan, doesn't mean they should direct.
Stallone. Yeah, and I mean, I heard a rumor saying that they originally wanted Sylvester Stallone as Superman.
That was one of the names considered. They even wanted Muhammad Ali.
Where did you hear that?
Documentary on the Superman DVDs, and it's on IMDb, and I heard it from the producer.
Okay, I would like to see that.
It's on the making of DVD for Superman. You can look it up on YouTube too. Superman making of. They mentioned the fact that they were looking at Muhammad Ali, Burt Reynolds, Paul Newman. They wanted big names for Superman, but then they decided it was a better idea to get bigger names as Jor-El and Lex Luthor. But yeah, I mean, but no, I just love that name though. Right now, Corn Sweat. Like I keep harping on that because it's just like, dude, if you're an actor, stage names are a thing. You can choose to have a stage name. You know?
Yeah, kind of like Ozzy.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like Cary Grant. Cary Grant, great example. You know what Cary Grant's real name was?
What?
Archibald Leach. Can you imagine that on a billboard starring Archibald Leach? I mean, it sounds cool, but like, which sounds better, Archibald Leach or Cary Grant?
Yeah.
I mean, so, and Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I'm interested in. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I like my choice better as Lex Luthor.
Who was your choice?
David Harbour.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I do think
no problem with Nicholas Hoult
No.
as Lex Luthor.
No, I can see him as Lex. I just kind of, I guess I don't know. Like, I just always kind of liked it when Lex was a little older than Superman. You know,
Yeah,
but
I mean, me personally, I loved Henry Cavill as Superman. Say what you want about the material he was given to work with, but Henry Cavill did a great job, and I just wish that he could have gotten better closure for his time as Superman.
right. But then, but I do think Nicolas Cage, though, they should get him as Jor-El.
Yeah, since that could be redemption for him after Superman lives. And his cameo in The Flash doesn't count, since that wasn't really him. It was just CGI.
Yeah, that is illegal. Because according to what Nicolas Cage said, I'm only basing this on what he said, what they did was illegal. They did not ask Nicolas Cage permission to use his image.
Did he try to sue them?
Yeah, and he won.
Well, if that's the case, then that was not very smart on their end to use his likeness without asking permission.
Exactly, that is illegal, and they settled out of a court. Apparently, you can't. And apparently claiming NDAs is a crime now. But it was they settled out of court.
Yeah, and there even was that Christopher Reeve cameo too, but obviously that wasn't really Christopher Reeve since he's been dead for 20 years now.
But Christopher Reeve though will always be the best Superman.
Yeah, I just can't believe it was 20 years ago now when he passed.
Yeah. Although there is one thing though, I really think that the person that you need to get though to be the villain for a new Superman movie, because I'm going to be honest, as a Superman fan, I mean I get it. Lex is his arch enemy and everything, but I want to see Brainiac.
Weren't they gonna have Brainiac in Superman Lives?
They were, and although Eric, who would you cast as Brainiac now?
I heard that when they're gonna do Superman Lives, believe it or not, they're gonna get Tim Allen.
You say Tim Allen?
I can't see that.
Tim Allen as Brainiac. I don't know how true that is, but
I know they were also looking at Christopher Walken, which that can either be Christopher Walken as Brainiac. He could either be really good or really cheesy. You know,
I even heard that they wanted Billy Zane as Lex Luthor. I mean, I've been saying that for years. Billy Zane would have been perfect.
He would have been good. Although I know what I know what they should do. Here's a question for all of you, both of you, and people in the chat too.
Mm-hmm.
If we got a Superman movie, let's just say let's say we got Superman 5 with Christopher Reeve, and they decided to use Brainiac. Who would you cast as Brainiac? Like, let's say
I'm
like
not as familiar with Brainiac, so.
Well, basically, imagine like a very smart, intelligent type of supervillain, you know. So.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense by the name.
More intelligent than Lex Luthor, because Lex is supposed to be pretty smart too.
Yeah. And so we're talking like 1992, probably.
The year that I was born.
Me too. So I'm gonna say, gosh, at that time he would have been pricey because he would have just won an Oscar. But at that time, Anthony Hopkins.
Oh.
Or I do have another choice, but it's because I'm a fan of the series. Not and have not anymore due to my own personal reasons, but Tom Baker from Doctor Who. I think he would be a good Brainiac. Because Zach, all you need for Brainiac is an actor that could play like the intelligent bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
So, like,
I mean, there's a lot of choices you could probably choose from that.
Yeah. So, now if he was, remember this is fantasy world, so you can pick actors that were dead at the time. Eric, I got a choice too. Orson Welles.
Orson Welles as who?
Brainiac.
Interesting choice.
Fantasy world. In this fantasy world, he is alive in 92, even though he died in 85. You know? But I think Orson Welles would be a really good Brainiac. Now, granted, Orson Welles was a big guy at the time, so we would have a fat Brainiac. And, I mean, I'm not making fun of everybody as fat. I'm just, you know, stating, you know, what he was, because, you know, I mean, I'm a bigger guy too. I'm working on actually losing some weight because I'm a lot happier now that I actually have at least work I'm doing now that I'm actually getting paid for. And I'm trying to go on a walk every day and eating a little healthier now. So,
well, that's great.
And I've actually have managed to. I weighed myself after my job and everything. I've managed to lose 5 pounds. So, because that's my. I think I'm just, but I do think I'm always going to be one of those guys that is just a bigger guy. You know, because I'm Swedish. Nyberg is a Swedish name. Now I'm just relaying what I was told. When we came to America, we had our name was changed to a town there was a town in Denmark named Nyberg. I was also told at the time there was a town in Sweden named Nyberg, so I don't know which is true. But when we came here, that's our name became Nyberg, and we think actually our original name was. So Eric, you want to know the real funny thing? I never told you this. Our original name we've actually found was Olsen. So I might be related to your celebrity crush,
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, and if that's the case, hey, I want my damn money. So, but no, I mean, I really would love to see a good Brainiac story. And as far as an actor nowadays that could play Brainiac, I think I got an interesting choice, Eric.
Who?
Matt Smith.
Why does that name sound familiar?
He was Doctor Who. He was the Terminator. He was Skynet in Genesis.
Wasn't he also in Morbius, which was not that good of a movie?
Yes, he was in Morbius. He was Morbius's best friend. But he is a great actor. I mean, like with everybody, like with everybody, he said some stupid stuff on the internet, but every one of us is guilty of that. So,
Right.
I mean, so, and but he's a great actor, and I really think he would be a good Brainiac, because Brainiac in the comics was very interesting. He would sit there he had these entire planets that he shrunk down, and he had this snow globe collection of planets. Basically, just a very intelligent, robotic bad guy. And a lot of the actors that they were picky to play Brainiac, it's Tim Allen. I love Tim Allen, but I just could not see him play an intelligent, bad guy. An intelligent conqueror bad guy. That just doesn't work. To me, you almost need that Al Pacino, that great actor level that could just play intelligent, come off as intelligent. And I love Tim Allen, but when we think of Tim Allen, do we really think of intelligence?
What is Tim Allen even doing then nowadays?
He did a Santa Claus TV show on Disney Plus, which is
and he did Toy Story 4.
Last Man Standing, which is a great show, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I still stand by my opinion about Toy Story 4. Now, business-wise, it was necessary, yes, but creatively, no.
I did not like Toy Story 4.
I didn't either. Just Toy Story 3 was the perfect way to wrap it up, and I didn't like how... So what, you're mean it just really hurt the ending of Toy Story 3, and then, what, Bonnie loses Woody? Don't you think Annie's gonna be pissed?
I honestly was not even a fan of Toy Story 3.
Why?
to me, it did not make sense. I guess I saw it from more of a parent point of view too. Like I didn't even like it when I was like I did not even like it when it came out. The biggest issue I have is that Andy gave his toys to a random little girl, which is creepy, by the way. He never met this girl. It's creepy a little bit if you think about it. I honestly think he should have just given his toys to... He honestly should have just given his toys to... why couldn't Andy just wait till he has kids? Or why not establish that Andy has a girlfriend since he was in college? And, then when you do Toy Story 4, next movie, Andy has a kid. I think that he should have passed him down, not given to a random girl, which is creepy, by the way. I mean, Eric, if you see some random college guy giving a little girl who you by the way, like I said, I know they established somehow that they had a connection, but you understand what I'm saying? If you saw a kid giving his toys to your little girl, what are you going to do to the guy?
I mean, I don't remember if it was just a random kid or not in Toy Story 3. I
think they did have a connection.
I haven't seen the third movie in a long time, dude.
Yeah, well, I just kind of found it creepy, and I think that's coming from more of a, it's your job as a man to sit there and protect your child. If I'm the parent of Bonnie, and I see a random college kid giving my daughter his toys without my permission, I'm gonna have a few choice words to say to that kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. I appreciate it, dude, but don't do that. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Now, when I was in high school, I was 17 we were 17 when that movie came out. Guess what I remember saying to people. Now I don't know if I feel this way because I haven't seen Toy Story 3 since at least Disney Plus came out. I know I can't remember exactly when I saw it, but I did see it recently. I still kind of feel the same way. I don't feel this way anymore, but you'll love this, Eric. You'll just totally love this. And I think you can totally tell in my tone of voice. I totally mean what I'm about to say. But when I was a kid, when I was 17-year-old me, I remember saying to people, man, they should have just ended Toy Story 3 where the incinerator got them. I don't feel that way anymore, obviously. Because, man, can you, Eric, can you imagine if Disney actually had the guts to do that? Because remember in Toy Story 3 where they're all holding hands and they're in the incinerator.
Yeah.
There's a part of me when I was 17 years old when that movie came out, I'm like, man, they should have ended it like that, right?
It's funny you say that. There's a prank online where somebody basically told someone that was the end of Toy Story. Like they edited the movie where they stopped it right there.
To be fair, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel it way, but I would like to see that cut. Can you just imagine? They play Ave Maria, and then cut to black, and then credits roll. Oh my gosh! Zach, how would they just end it like that, right? What a way to end the movie. Right, Eric?
Yeah.
I don't feel that way anymore because I like to think I like to think in 14 years I've grown up a little bit, but hey, we're all kids. Hopefully we're all kids at heart, not stupid teenagers at heart, right?
Yeah.
Although Zach and I definitely know a shithead that's probably a stupid teenager at heart.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he's
no,
really something.
no, Eric, Zach has been dealing with a troll for 7 years. And now Zach's been making videos about him. And,
No, I've been making videos about him?
yeah, well,
You mean
live stream.
streams? Yeah.
Streams, videos. I mean, same difference. I mean, it's content, right? So,
Oh, right.
I mean, so he's been making streams about him, and now it's really funny because Zach is honestly probably one of the nicest guys on YouTube, and then now because of the stuff he's been saying, people are turning against him now. So it's like all goes back to business, right, Eric? Choose your enemies wisely. Yeah. Because Eric, what's going to happen to you if you pick the wrong enemy?
That could screw you over in the long run. But I mean, ultimately, you should try to not have enemies, but yet also understand that you're not going to get along with everyone, but yet, do go in with the intention of getting along with people, because you don't want to start wars.
Yeah. Granted, Tony Montana, I haven't seen. I haven't seen. I haven't seen.
Hey, Tony Montana, what's up, man?
I haven't seen those movies since Disney Plus came out. Because I remember going on a Toy Story marathon, and I think I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I saw them around like 2020, and like probably not the best time to really watch a movie. Might I add, by yourself, alone. You're bored. You're staying up. Because you're looking for work, and try to look. And like you're bored, so you're like, well, I guess I'll just stay up, watch the movie. And I'm not gonna lie, hey, there were some things about 2020 that were awesome. Staying up late, and then like sometimes not get up till 1 o'clock.
Hey, I'll take 2020 back over these last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2020 for me was still pretty rough.
Yeah, it was for me too. But these last couple of years, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I mean, obviously the political stuff was. It was at its worst in 2020.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Keep eggshells when you're on Eric's channel. Eric's trying to get into SAG, so.
Yeah, no controversial topics on my channel, please.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to share that like in private, that's fine.
Yeah, in private, yes, but not when we're live.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, well, the obvious stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The 2020s have kind of been a shitty decade so far. Let's face it. So.
Oh, for sure.
For a multitude of reasons, not just the obvious and everything else, but like that's one of the reasons why I'm just saying, you know what? I think that the biggest thing that we need is we need to have hopefulness. We need to believe in hope. That's not even, that's not even me with my personal belief. That's just like, hey, because what do we have if we don't have hope anyway, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I just think we need hope, and whatever happens, happens. We can't do anything about it, because guess what? Sad reality is, hey, as awesome as it would be, we don't control the world. So.
Wish we did.
Sometimes I wish we do too. Because, But why do you think that? I mean, why do you think that I'm actually trying to start a media company? Because
You want to make
media,
entertainment good?
yes, well, media is the it's the highest form of what you can do to sit there and show people this is what we believe in. Because you can reach masses with it. You can produce movies. You know, like I even actually have been, one of the things I want to do that I think would be quite cool. I want to do a Junebug magazine. Now, with my magazine, what I want to do is I want to, have obviously, news in it. Eric, I'm even probably going to make, for the content for the magazine, I've even thought about, our interviews for Sit Down by the Fire, putting them in the magazine. Basically just transcribe them. You know what I mean?
That would be cool.
And then, but the one thing I do want to do is if you get the package plan for the magazine, and this first time you guys are actually, anybody's hearing about this, I might have told you, Eric, I don't remember. But if you get a package plan with the magazine, you get an additional, you get the magazine, but every Sunday you get the special, I'm calling the magazine Tomcat is what I want to call it. But there'll still be the Junebird Films logo on it, but it'll be Tomcat. But if you get the additional price, every Sunday you get Tomcat Sunday, and all what that has in it is comics, just like what they used to have. The Sunday comics. So that's what I'm, I want to do that with Junebug Films, and all that,
Yeah.
I want to do a lot with this Junebug Films brand. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it, Tony. I probably need to rewatch Toy Story again, but like I said, I mean, I don't know when I'm going to be rewatching some of these movies that people are telling me to rewatch. It's just going to be whatever I feel like it and whatever I get time, because like I said, even for a guy right now who is only working about maybe a couple hours a day right now because of my job. Like I said, I'm also trying to start my own company. And like I said, helping these two guys make their movies. It's going to be something, and then, like, I mean, Eric and I mean, people know what movie we are trying to work on, but I don't really want to say too much. But I mean, things are looking promising for even Eric and me possibly to shoot a movie in 2026 that will be huge.
Well, we already announced it on our channels. It's Dracula versus Frankenstein.
True, but I mean that's even looking promising. We were in contacts with a couple writers, and
I will say this: we might get a big name in the movie. I'm not going to say who it is.
Well, Zach could get a. Eric, why don't you tell Zach who we could get in the private chat, and Zach, shut up when you see it.
I'll just text it. I'll just text it to you, Zach. But yeah, just promise, keep it between us, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Zach, understand. Don't worry. Remember, we signing NDAs now is illegal, but Zach understands NDAs.
Correct.
Eric, that's a bad joke, so just move on, okay?
But yeah, if we get this person for so-and-so role, oh my god, that would be huge.
Ah, okay. I see.
Did you see it?
Yep.
You can text me back your
all I'm
thoughts.
All I'm gonna say is, I'm not sure how you can get him, but hey, I mean, if it happens,
I will explain why.
The let's just say the screenwriter has a friend of hers that is really good friends with him.
That's
And it
cool.
would be more of like a favor.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how.
Oh yeah, Tony Montana. Tony Montana, you totally got it. Yeah.
It's John Cena, but we just can't see him.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I is it? Come on. He totally got it right. Congratulations, Tony. Hey, wait a minute, Eric. We could cast John Cena as the Invisible Man, right? I mean, we already can't see him unless it's the Oscars where he's naked. I can hear the crickets chirping with that stupid bad joke. So,
but yeah, oh my God, if we get who I told you that we might get, Zach, do you have any idea how much bigger that's going to make the movie?
his mic is off.
But he can probably still hear me.
Oh no, it would be quite huge if we got that guy. You know what? I just thought of something.
What?
I'm not gonna, Zach has said where he lives on his channel, but it's not my place to say. But Zach knows. Zach lives near Lexi.
Oh.
You know. So I'm like, maybe. You know what? I have an idea. What if where they took my pussycat? Think about it. Like Lexi did say she has a dance background, right?
I believe so.
So, I mean, she could kind of, fake the martial arts a little bit, with the dance background. People have done it before. Jason Scott Lee, didn't have a martial arts background when he played Bruce Lee, but he was able to fake it with dance. What if for They Took My Pussycat, we get Lexi? What do you think, Eric?
Yeah.
And plus, Lexi's a very sweet, and I think that, people would be thinking, well, why would people want to take her pussycat? So yeah. That could kind of be something. Yeah. So yeah, you could maybe send. I know Lexi is on Instagram. You could send Zach her Instagram and have Zach make her an offer.
Yeah, I don't know if Zach even can hear us because he hasn't talked in a while.
Yeah, that's probably how. Zach, yeah. Are you alive? Are you alive right now?
Who, me? No. I can't go live till later this month.
No, I said, are you alive right now?
Oh. Yeah.
What would you think about making the lead for They Took My Pussycat? For the first time in your movies, you just go behind the camera and you cast a female as the lead. You know, not to appease ESG score, but just because I think Eric and I know an actress in New York, and we're not going to say where you live, even though you've said it before. But
I mean, you could say I'm from Pennsylvania. It's fine.
Okay, Zach's in
I mean, as long
Pennsylvania.
as you don't, it's not, as long as my address doesn't get out there, then it's fine.
Yeah. Pennsylvania. This actress lives in New York, so not too far from you.
Okay.
Eric can send you her Instagram, and you can make her an offer. Did you see our interview we did? It's a girl. Her name is Lexi. She met. She met Tracy Lynn Cruz, who played. What color ranger was it, Eric?
The Yellow Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo and In Space.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
she met her, and then the video went viral.
Because she cried.
Huh.
So, with her, though, she has a dance background, so she could kind of do the martial arts, I mean, she could fake it, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Jason Scott Lee, think about it. When he did play Bruce Lee, he didn't have a martial arts background, and you can't even tell, really, right?
Right.
So, I mean, maybe if you're a technical martial artist, it's like, yeah, you can tell a little bit, but for the sake of the movie, you can't really tell. And plus, she does like cats, and so, I think it'd be kind of interesting though to even cast a female in that part, because it would definitely give a new definition to the crazy cat lady. So,
yeah, but yeah, I ultimately was the one who found Lexi, and if it wasn't for her viral video, we would have never known who she was.
And plus, worst case scenario, Zach is probably gonna have to cast her friend Kimmy in it, which fine, whatever, right?
Yeah, and when I saw that video of hers, it reminded me of how I felt when I got Jim Carrey to respond back.
It's such a shame that you didn't open that video so we could have seen your reaction.
Yeah, oh my god. What happened?
Did you become a sissy when you saw that?
I'm not gonna lie. So what happened was it was mid-October. It was like mid or late October of 2022. I went to Tire-Rama that day to get something done on my car. I don't remember what exactly it was. And then my friend Taylor called me saying that she needed help. It's because that she's in a wheelchair. So I went over to her place. I helped her out, because I actually was wanting to be a good friend. I was wanting to be there for my friend. And then when I came home, there was a big ass envelope in my mailbox. I was like, okay, what's this about? I truly had no idea what it was. It said it was from California, and I truly had no idea what it was about. And man, I wish I would have recorded myself.
Did you become a sissy?
I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I did, I opened it up. My eyes got wide, and I said out loud, "Oh shit."
So wait, what was in the envelope?
An autograph from Jim Carrey.
My God, you won't
Oh,
believe
wow.
what just happened.
Crazy.
Actually,
I opened up. Yeah,
it's right by Eric.
I opened up the envelope and I got an autograph from Jim Carrey. An autograph
and it's
that
right
he
by,
signed and sent it to me.
And he didn't even charge you.
Nope.
So You know, I ended up seeing that video that you told me about, how George Lucas went off on that guy because, you know, he wanted his autograph and George Lucas called him out.
Yeah, George was being blunt with him. George told him straight up, "You want to know why I have money and you don't? It's because I actually go out there and I make movies."
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I never knew George was so savage.
Well, George Lucas. Think about how many. Think about. Think about it though. George Lucas has not directed that many movies, and he's a billionaire, right?
Yeah, he directed American Graffiti. I think he did Howard the
Nope.
Duck, right? Oh, I could have. Wasn't he a producer on Howard the Duck though?
Yes. Okay, you want to know? Okay, Eric, get your fingers out and start counting. I'm going to name off all the movies George Lucas ever directed. Okay?
Okay,
Are your fingers ready?
sure.
THX 1138, American Graffiti, Star Wars A New Hope, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. That's it.
That's it? Only 6 movies?
Yeah. 6 movies. A lot of what he did was produce movies and bring forth his ideas to other filmmakers. You see, that's, I mean, I'm not going to lie, because I kind of looked at my own movies and like, yeah, could I improve? Sure, but
Especially with my first movie.
well, for me, I'm talking me personally. That's what I've kind of realized, is that George Lucas ultimately, I think, is more like me. And no, I'm not comparing myself to George Lucas by any means. But what I think with me, I think my thing relies more in business and being the face of a company, not making the
Yeah, it
movies.
kind of reminds me of when I met Carly from Rocky Mountain Agency. She was telling me that she felt like that she belongs more so in like the management part of it.
Right, but she loves movies, obviously, right?
She does, but yeah, but she was saying that she belongs more so in the management part of it.
Well, and I think I'm more, for me, I think I really, my heart relies in, honestly, why I think I honestly would be a great, you know, person to even have my own film company is, okay, am I in it for the money? Yes, of course. But I also generally care about the quality of movies and making them the best product. Because I'm not going to mention names, but that's a problem with a lot of movie executives now. They're more part of the business. I get it. Okay, Eric, don't just hear me out. I understand it's a film business, but here's my thing too. A lot of the film executives, I feel like they're more so business oriented rather than movie oriented. Does that make sense? Well, with a difference between me is I have both mindsets. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I would, now obviously for like a first time director and he gives me this project that is going to cost $400 million. It's like, get out of here, dude. I'm not now. If a guy comes to me with a smaller project, like let's say, for instance, if they came to me with the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, sure, I'll put down the money for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give you $1 million. I know
Well, they
not.
eventually did get $1 million for the second movie.
True, but do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to give you $1 million right up front just to make your small little horror movie. But sure, I'll throw you a couple bucks. You know, I mean, if I can see that it can make money, because that's what I want to do at the end of the day. But I also care about the young filmmakers out there. I'll give any young filmmaker out there their shot. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to give them a big, one of our templates, but sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and plus, like, Zach, look at Zach. I mean, like I said, Zach, you're kind of like Roger Corman in a way. Think about it. You're only, I mean, you're in your late 20s and you've already made 20 movies. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
And not only that, I've made about 20 in the span of like almost 10 years.
yeah. And how many? Now, X-Ray has taken longer than expected, but like Roger Corman.
Yeah.
Roger Corman has made three movies in 1 year. What's your record in 1 year?
Probably 3 or 4.
See, look, guys, you might be talking. I mean, so.
Although more recently, I can't do that anymore. Like, it's 2 at most, if anything. Like back in 2022, I released 2. 2023, I didn't release any. I wanted to release X-Ray last year, but wanted to take more time on it.
And personal issues too. So.
Oh yeah. Well, the more I thought about it, it kind of makes sense to release X-Ray this year, because what number is the Roman numeral for X?
X.
10, right?
Right.
And 2024 marks 10 years of my channel.
Oh, there you go.
So it's kind of a weird little coincidence.
But I'm thinking though with that though, I'll have Eric send you Lexi her Instagram. You can give her a follow and maybe message her say, hey, I'm friends with Eric and Ty, and maybe tell her about They Took My Pussycat, because I think that really should be your next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told Lexi about Wendy Elaine Wright because I thought that. Bless me, but yeah, I thought that Lexi getting a hold of Wendy could help her get on Power Rangers.
Well, here's the thing: if Lexi actually listens to, here's the thing. See, Zach and Fabio live in the same state. Fabio knows people who were on Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Right, Zach?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he still. Now, what I'm saying is, Lexi works with you. She works with Fabio because Fabio, we've talked about playing the bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fabio could put in a good word through the grapevine with some of the people he knows from Power Rangers to get Lexi on Power Rangers.
Wait, didn't you say she was on Power Rangers before? Or was that
No, she met Tracy Lynn Cruz, who was one of the Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
And now, but this girl, it would be interesting to even get her as an action star. Now, listen, she's Lexi, if you're watching, she's cute, but she's not the supermodel type. So it'd be interesting to even get her as an action star too, because it would be like the average girl becoming an action star, which I think could be a unique thing, right?
Yeah.
How many usually when they get female action stars, Like,
Yeah, you usually when that happens, I mean, I know that Eric doesn't like controversial stuff, but you know how it is
yeah,
when
no,
when that
no,
happens.
it's you can. It's how you word it, like, but like usually they get the supermodel type, or they get the like. She's an action star. No, but I think Lexi though. I mean, she's from New York, and she's like, honestly, I really think that she kind of. I think she does have the potential, truly, to be. I'm going to say this. I think she has potential to be like the next America's Sweetheart sort of vibe,
Yeah.
because, and she would be better than like. She would definitely be better than like Julia Roberts, because Julia Roberts is a. Well, I don't have anything nice to say about her. So
Yeah,
what's that
if you don't
called?
have anything nice to say about her, then don't say anything at all. Let's move on.
Yes, but yeah, but I think that Lexi could be a true America sweetheart, is what I'll say, and I think you agree, right, Eric?
Yeah, and yeah, with her size compared to Daniel, but yeah, I mean, I mean, we were honest with Lexi. We were like, look, we get it. You don't like horror movies, but you have to understand Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't like them either. But yet, Halloween is what got her name out there.
Yeah, exactly, and like, what Zach's even not the biggest fan of horror movies, and I think his heart relies more on making low budget action movies. So like, and plus, if you have a title like "They Took My Pussycat," I mean that, Eric, come on, that I think that title is going to draw people's attention, right?
Yeah, it's just like with the movie Freddy got fingered.
Hey, there you go, Zach. We could get Tom Green in the movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what has Tom Green done recently, really?
I wouldn't know.
Um, Eric, did you ever see that movie though?
No,
Freddy Got Fingered?
no, but I remember people in high school were talking about it.
Zach, did you ever see it?
Nope. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, so
I know, but no, it's Freddy Got Fingered is just what it. Okay, like, don't be expecting Gone with the Wind. You're expecting a movie that is just stupidity.
yeah.
Um, um, well, Tony Montana. It's not necessarily it's controversial. It's more Julia Roberts' behavior and how she treated her younger sister, and what ended up happening to her younger sister. She blamed her. I would tell you more to do your own research, basically, on that. Is because I'm trying to walk on. I'm not. She's basically Julia Roberts is just not a very nice person, and that's it.
Mm.
So, but no, I think that the Freddy Got Fingered. Okay, I mean, it's not necessarily a spoiler. I'm just telling you what type of movie you're going to get into. The first 5 minutes of the movie, you literally see Tom Green play with the horse's pecker.
Wow.
Like literally the first
What?
5 minutes. Yes. Yes. It's one of those movies that just is so absurdly stupid. Like, me and my dad have this thing because of the movie. There's a scene where Tom Green is he is playing with real sausage, like the ones you eat, not what you're thinking. But he's also like he pulling it on strings and playing the piano at the same time as he says, "Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?" and so, like me and my dad, every time he cooks sausage, we do that now. We'll sit there and say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" It's just one of those things that me and my dad do, and like we showed it to his let's see. Let's just say my dad's wife did not understand, like, why are we talking like in this like squeaky voice, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" And we told her about the movie, and she sits there and says, "Why do you guys watch that crap?" I said, "Because it's stupid funny." You know, it's just one of those movies.
Right.
Oh, Zach left.
Oh.
But no.
Well, that was. Huh.
He'll
Must have
probably
been
be back.
something important, I guess.
But no, Zach is such a I really, and I like Zach though. He's pretty cool, you know.
I do too.
And you know,
I just hope Zach's okay, and that's why he left.
Zach's been kind of vocal about it. Him and his dad are, you know, well, Zach's made it public on his channel, so I think Zach will, because out of respect for Eric here, I'm just going to say, even though what I actually want to say is not the real thing, but just send good vibes for Zach right now, because he's kind of struggling right now. He made a video about it. He lost his mom this year, so, and him and his dad are kind of distant right now.
Hey, Zach, is everything okay?
Yeah, is your
Hello? Zach, hello?
Yeah, sorry about that. I kept getting like spam calls, so.
Oh gosh, I thought your dad was being.
What did they say?
They didn't say anything. I picked up the phone. I said hello, hello, hello. I didn't get anything.
Well, Zach, what time is it in your area?
It's almost 11 p.m.
They're not supposed to be calling that time at that time. They're supposed to quit at like 6.
Yeah, they keep. Yeah, they keep calling. Don't call if you're not going to say anything.
You know what?
That's what I'm going to say next time they pick up.
Jess, if that's you, move on and seriously stop.
We're done with the prank calls. Seriously.
Like,
okay, yeah. If this is Jess, go get a life.
Honestly, at this rate, Eric, if Zach wants to,
oh my god, I just remembered when Jess went onto Zach's live stream and she got roasted.
That was, well, no, Zach has some loyal people on YouTube that have his back. I mean, and you do too, Eric, but I feel like people, you know, if somebody, well, and that's been proven more and more with Zach's channel, right? That, you know, how, okay, Eric, I'm just going to say what's going on with Zach's channel. It's just facts. So Zach's been dealing with that troll for 7 years. This troll is calling Zach a bigot. And, you know, during history, we broke it down on a bigot. Zach, by no definition, was a bigot. And because of that, and what this guy's accusing him of, even his own followers have turned against this guy because they're like, dude, if you're gonna pick if you're gonna pick a fight with somebody, at least pick a fight with somebody that you can actually prove, because like it's just he's been dealing with this troll for 7 years, and it's really starting to backfire on this troll right now. So
7 years? That's pathetic, dude.
yeah, but yeah, no, that's some but hey, guess what though, Zach, you do thank your troll for something though, right? You want to know something really funny, Eric?
What?
The troll gave him money. They bought a shirt.
Wow.
Because, hey, Zach has merchandise through Pop Pop Tees, just like both of us. So the troll bought a shirt. So thank you. You got to thank him for something, right?
Okay.
Okay, what?
We got to bring this up.
What?
Okay, so I picked up the phone, and I said hello. The guy said hello. This is your neighbor, and I'm like, what? And he's like, I got a package, and it has your address on it, and it shipped to my house. I'm like, okay, well, what is it? He's like, there's a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm like, okay, well, what's in it? He's like avoiding the question, and then he eventually says, like, you just reached yougotpranked.com. Like,
Okay, that's Jess.
Oh my God, Jess! Seriously, stop!
wait a minute. How does she? Because it came from her. It came from my area code, though. How did she get my number?
Okay.
All right, Jess. You dumb little
okay,
bitch.
Zach. I'm gonna have a follow-up with the cops about that.
Yeah, I would. Jess, you're a dumb little bitch.
Stop! It's gotten old, Jess. It's not funny anymore.
And listen,
It didn't
stop.
sound like a voice changer, though.
Well, no, it's a recording of it. So, Jess, when we said that, everybody associated with us leave alone. So, seriously, stop, and I mean it, Shrek.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a response to this as well. So
yeah, no.
So you hear that, Jess? Your little bitch ass is getting called out.
Yeah, and honestly, and honestly, I'm gonna sit there and say this.
Oh, and I'm gonna talk to Brian about this too, for sure.
I'll even say this. Next time you call Zach, next time you call him, we're gonna Zach, what would you think about doing a paid request live stream for Fabio, and then we can talk about everything that Jess did? Eric, would you join us in that?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
And I mean everything, and we will go live doing it if you're going to call Zach again, because you said you're not going to call me or Eric or even Tyranno, and that goes for anybody associated with us. So you better stop, because if you don't, then
her and Sean should be lovers, since they like to harass people.
Yep.
I don't even. Oh my gosh. Ghost Rider. Do you remember when Eric and I were getting prank called during the stream by Kenny? Kenny is Jess. Kenny is a chick who wanted to do it with Eric 9 years ago, and Eric's had to deal with her.
Wow, that's longer than I had to deal with Sean.
Well, Jess asked me out in 2016, but I said no because I was dating somebody at that time and I didn't want to be a jerk. And on top of that, I just don't have those feelings for Jess. and Jess took it so personal, where she admitted that that's why she started all this drama.
Well, Zach, of course you don't find her attractive because you don't find Moby Dick attractive.
Correct.
But hey, listen.
Hey, and I prefer Asian women anyway, so.
Well, but I mean, I think you would have an Asian. I mean, I don't even know, Zach. I mean, we've seen Jess. I mean, first of all, let's put aside the fact from Moby Dick. I honestly don't even want to even, have her, give me blow because those teeth. Oh my gosh, like those things look like that one horror movie, Eric. Teeth. I mean, so I want to stay away from that, And plus, I think that with Jess, though, if you even try to go inside, I don't even think you could do anything because it's so tight down there.
Oh, gosh.
So, I mean, listen, seriously, when we say don't associate with any of us, we mean anybody in our contacts. Okay?
That means Zach, that means everybody.
Yep.
Everyone. Like, and I'm not going to lie. If I get a chance to even get Fabio's number, I would love to see you call Fabio, right?
Oh, Fabio would bury her, dude.
Well, she already got buried that one day when she got. Oh man, she was getting pissed that one day.
That J-Dog too.
Yeah, I remember J-Dog roasting her.
Yeah, so
calling
listen,
her Shrek and all that.
So listen, don't call again. And next time if Zach leaves and it's you, yeah, Zach. Man, Fabio's going to be getting a few paid requests, isn't he? Reacting to your troll and me and.
Hey, Ty, that wasn't you just calling me, right?
No. Oh my God.
Because it was your area code.
Was it? Did you have to use my phone number?
I'll have to check. But it was your area code because I do recognize it.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, next. Jess, I'm serious right now. If you call Zach again, then, we'll send.
All hell will break loose.
We'll send. Zach will be sending a couple paid requests for Fabio to react to.
And don't worry, Jess. I got a very special video coming for you.
Yeah, let us know if she calls you again.
Did she have to use my phone number?
Let me check.
If not, if she's actually, she better not.
Ty?
Yeah.
She did.
Oh well, I would. Okay, well, Jess, we know your pattern now. Guess what? Zach sounds like he's going to be making a video about you, and if you call one more time, then we're just going to go on Fabio's channel, and yeah, you're going to get roasted again, Shrek. Because it'll be.
She just called again from your phone number. She called again. How was she able to do this?
It's her friend. It's her friend who I guess
probably also has no life.
Yeah, well, he threatened to beat up Eric
over something really petty.
Like, what was it, Eric? I mean, at this rate, Eric, I would say emergency circumstance. If you want to break your rule for controversial topics, feel right.
But before I still want to host a private StreamYard with you and Brian, Junebug, and we'll definitely talk about this.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe not tonight since it is almost 10 o'clock, but yeah, or it's 10 o'clock here. So, and I got to go to work tomorrow. I mean, granted, I'm only working 2 hours, but I don't want to accidentally sleep in. So, luckily that hasn't happened yet. But you know what I'm saying? Because I have to get up at 9 before 9. But and usually I'm up at least at about 7. So, but no, Jess.
But yeah, Ghost Rider, Jess was Kenny the entire time.
Yeah,
And
so
we
Jess,
have proof because we traced the IP address.
because I mean, you said before what your dad does for a living, so.
Yep.
Yeah, Zach, Eric's dad. Let's
I
just.
thought you guys were like pursuing this situation.
I mean, basically, there are, we can basically. There's. We do have video proof, obviously, but harassment calls because it's.
Now hold on a minute. I want to see what number she was using the first time, where it's my area code.
Yeah, and from what I saw on Facebook, she's been harassing a lot of people on Facebook who I know, accusing them of being the reason why her and Chris Thomas broke up. When they don't even know who Jess is or who Chris is. And then she'll say, yeah, call me and we'll straighten this out. But the phone number she gives them isn't actually her number. It's someone else's phone number.
Gosh.
Oh, I'm laughing because it's so absurd.
Okay. Jess, okay, why do you keep doing this? I mean, if it's just like, honestly, Eric, you just might have to fuck her just to get it over with, right?
Like, really, Jess? It's all because you wanted to get in my pants?
I mean, Eric, at this rate, it's like,
just get it over with, right?
Eric, you might just have to get it over with at this point, right? Right?
It blows my mind that that's the only reason why she started all this.
I don't know. Like,
all right, I already informed Brian about what I'm dealing with right now.
Has she called you again?
Yeah, just literally like 10 seconds ago.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're good.
From Ty's phone number.
Okay, listen. Anybody associated with us, Jess, do not contact them. That means anybody. Otherwise, yeah. Guess what? Eric, did the cop give you a card?
I would have to check.
Oh, you know what? I could invite Brian in here.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. Give me one moment.
Yeah, because Brian's one of the most fearless people on YouTube.
He's not online right now, but
well, maybe he'll get it, right? He'll see it.
Yeah,
but
she just called again.
Oh my gosh, Jess! Seriously, stop.
Jess, you're getting a video, so
you might get a couple videos because Brian's the type of guy you don't want to mess with on YouTube.
Oh, and if she prank calls him, yeah, he's definitely going to make a video too. You already know that.
Oh yeah. And honestly, you know what? Eric, can you do me a favor?
What?
Message Antony.
Okay.
Like he's probably sleeping right now, but say can you please do a part 2 to Jess Soltis? Because she's
asked. Did he also do a video on her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's prank called him numerous times.
Well, that would be really stupid of her because he's in Berlin.
Oh yeah, I forgot he didn't live in the U.S.
So guess what, Jess? You asked for this. Eric just messaged Antony to do a part 2 rant to Jess Soltis. Right?
Yep.
I mean, Oh, Ghost Rider, if she prank calls you, since you're like one of Eric's loyal people, just message Eric and we'll deal with that because like this, like honestly, Eric, and I would probably honestly even are you that cop did not give you a card when you called
I
or
would have
anything?
to look at my wallet.
If they did, or maybe Maddie has it.
Yeah, Maddie
Well,
definitely would.
didn't you guys say she was like really good at hacking?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably how she found my number.
I'm sorry. Yeah, because I wouldn't give your number out, Zach. So
I wouldn't either because I'm not a douchebag.
Right.
and we all. I mean, Zach's been very vocal about on his channel, like how he has trust issues, and so I wouldn't even do that. Like I would always ask permission. Hey, can I give your phone number to this guy? Like so, and I even asked permission for Eric. Say hey, I that's why I even called you to say hey, could I get?
Yeah, and if you call anybody using my number, you're really gonna be sorry.
Yeah, because I know Zach would probably honestly text me first, so if he could call, so.
I mean, I might call you. I mean,
Yeah, but now at this rate, because we know you're at it again, even though you said you promised, which by the way is on recording of you saying.
Jess said she would stop prank calling you, me, and Ryan.
Well, no, I
just
still
now?
record. No, like a few months back.
Oh, well,
Well, so that goes for anybody, and like I said, you're getting a couple videos, and if you continue to call Zach right now, man, Fabio's going to get a few paid requests, isn't he? From for shithead and Shrek, right? And then, well, you know what? I'm going to say this: we'll join the live stream, and we'll make fun of Jess during the live stream, right? Is this really what you want, Jess? Because you promised you're going to stop calling people who are associated with us. So that goes for everyone. 100% leaving us alone. As far as we're concerned,
Get a life, Jess.
like Eric, I'm going to say this. Either Eric, you're going to have to sit there and decide, in your mind, has Jess died, or at this rate, would you just fuck her just to get it over with?
Oh my god, I'm just not attracted to her in that way. But if that's truly what will get her to stop, maybe if I put a bag
the
over
torture,
her head.
I know.
I mean, it might. To be fair, it might hurt your pecker because you couldn't even get in there. So,
Oh my gosh.
like it'll probably just
and
be.
it blows my mind the fact that she never told me that.
It'll probably. I mean, it might even be like humping a rock.
Oh my gosh.
Or it'll be like masturbating to a cheese grater. Slightly amusing, but mostly painful. So, Eric, I guess you have to decide now, pretty much, because she's going to continue. Has Jess died, or do you just want to get it over with?
It blows my mind that that's the only reason why she started all this.
What did J-Dog say? I never thought I would be a sexually repressed female. I mean, I thought even fat chicks could get something.
Right? Like, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, heck, and plus, you better not try to do anything with Zach.
Nice.
You better not do anything with Zach because guess what? I mean, I'm pretty sure your girl, knows some she said she shot guns before. She probably knows some, secret, Filipino martial arts or something, right? Right?
So she called me again, and I'm like, "All right, Jess, I know this is you," and then she hung up.
Oh my gosh. Well, so I'm okay. Well, yeah.
Hey, I have no idea what happened there.
I'm gonna inform J Dog about this too.
Man, okay, Jess. When you said stop, that doesn't mean just me, Junebug, and Ryan. It means all of us.
Albano.
Stop.
Yes, yes. Everybody associated with us. Okay, is Sebastian sleeping right now?
Probably.
Okay. Because she better not be calling Sebastian again.
Sebastian.
Yep.
A friend of Eric's.
Oh, okay.
Great. He has a YouTube channel, Azura Eyes.
Okay.
Makes great music on his channel. Actually, very.
Yeah, she keeps calling.
Oh my.
Now she's calling from a no caller ID.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Jess. Oh my, Jess, stop seriously right now. This is not even funny anymore. This is just stupidity. Like,
Yeah. Do you see me laughing, Jess?
yeah. You realize that Zach has so many people on his back. Like, Eric does have a following, but like, you have people that are loyal to Zach. I mean, you're picking a fight.
I guess it's my personality.
Either that or you're
Yeah,
just.
she's just spamming calling now.
Do you just want to
Dude,
turn?
That's probably who called me earlier.
Somebody called you earlier? Eric, you still with us?
Yeah, I don't know if he's there or not.
Well, I don't know. So it sounds like I don't know. What I would probably do, and Ghost Rider, I mean, we could do that, but the problem is with, stuff like this, it is the only person who could get a restraining order is Eric because,
Yeah, a restraining order.
because it's different states. I mean,
Yeah, I hope Brian gets back online soon, but we'll see.
he might be sleeping too, right?
Maybe. I think he is usually up around this time though. Like what time is it where you are? Because isn't he closer to you?
I don't know where he lives.
Florida.
He's in the same time zone as you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
so the time goes by. Okay. I thought maybe because he's more south. Okay.
East Coast.
Coast.
And then basically, yeah, I mean, for me it's like 10:25 here, and then what for you it's 11?
It's 11:25.
Yeah. So just you picked a fight you can't win. If you're going to continue to call and spam call Zach, then guess what? he has so many people that would make a video about you, ranting about you. You've picked a fight you can't win. So back off. You know, like,
Yeah, she's just calling nonstop. This is getting old.
now you know what we had to deal with. All right. Eric,
Dude, if she prank called Leon, oh, dude.
do you have Leon's number then?
What?
Do you have Leon's phone number?
No, but I have his messenger. But I bet she could get his phone number if she got mine and yours.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't get it. Like I don't even put my last name like on my social media. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, all right.
It's not like, oh, you could just do a Google search or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my last name is like out there in some places, but
Did you ever think about having a stage name?
maybe.
What would you think about this? What I don't know it, and if you could maybe say Zach and maybe use your mother's maiden name.
Maybe.
Which one's this meowing?
Oh, that's Mia.
Mia.
What do you want?
Celia, do you hear the cat? Oh my gosh, really? Like,
He wants my attention. What?
really? Celia? oh my gosh, really? Now my cat hears the other cat.
Here's Mia. What?
Where's
What do you
Pierre?
want? The cat's tired of jesting. Are you tired of jest too?
What about Pierre?
Pierre?
Yeah.
He probably is too.
Where is Pierre?
I don't know. He's somewhere.
You know how cats are. They love hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are cat? I don't know why cats are so awesome.
They just are.
I think what I love about cats is just their
Yeah. From this point moving on, I'm just gonna keep denying the calls because she keeps calling me.
Still. Eric, are you still with us? I'm even gonna tell. I'm even gonna tell Tyranno about it. They're saying that update
Move.
on Jess. She called a friend of me and Eric. And it's like,
Right.
and here's my thing though. She already got your information though. It's like she's not going to do anything to you. You don't have to worry about her doxing
How?
you. What happened?
Oh, she doxes. I'm making that a legal manner.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about her doing stuff like that, but
Right.
But-
So she's not the type that would take it that far.
no.
All right, I'll let you out. Come on.
She's
Go on.
because honestly, I'm not going to lie with Jess. She likes to talk tough, but she can't walk the walk.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So because with her, she threatened one. I got her boyfriend on. Her boyfriend called me one time and said, "I'm gonna come over to Kansas and kick your ass." I'm like, "Okay,
Go right
ahead."
ahead. I would tell him go right ahead, and
That's
you'll
what I
lose.
said. Oh, that's what I said. Go ahead. But guess what? You come to my house uninvited, which you will be. I got a metal baseball bat with some chains on it, and also I also got a 45. Yeah, controversial, but guess what? Legally, if somebody shows up to your house uninvited, you could do whatever you want with them.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario in Kansas, I might just have to, explain. And in every state, you might just have to explain why there's a. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. Yes, anybody associated with me that is on YouTube or anybody in my personal life, do not call them. And and also, by the way, that includes the restaurant where the girl I'm pursuing works too. Do not call them. I didn't tell you about that one, did I?
Oh, she called a restaurant?
She called the restaurant with the girl I'm pursuing
What the hell?
because they were getting a bunch of flat Earth calls at the restaurant. To the point where,
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's probably why I have a hard time getting a job. Because she probably knows that about the applications I'm putting in.
I highly doubt it. But
You think?
no, I highly doubt it. No, Jess, leave Zach alone, seriously, because you're picking a fight you cannot win. Like, he is already messaging his YouTube friends that have his back. And if you even call us again, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I've already informed Brian. I've already informed J Dog.
I mean,
J Dog's aware of it.
You can inform Leon.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get him involved though. I don't want to say I gotta be careful with him, but like, I don't want to drag him into something that's not really about him. I'm sure he'll see the video that I'll do on her though.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the video title, the thumbnail, and everything. Oh, I'm gonna make it very special for you, Jess. Very fancy for you.
Yeah, and guess what? If you just want, I mean, okay. I'm gonna bad joke here, Zach.
Okay.
And honestly, if you want some Italian sausage, Zach already has a girl that's probably better than you. So,
oh my goodness.
and I mean, I'm pretty sure.
R.I.P. Eric.
There you go. But no, I don't. I think he probably went to bed. Honestly, are you back, Eric?
Yeah, I was trying to. Anyways,
I did
was trying
send
to
J
talk,
Dog the
but
link.
you weren't responding, so I just thought I had to reset it. So Ty, you called her on that one app that one time. I have to call her again.
I don't. That was like my phone's recycled since then. I don't even have her phone number again.
Well, I still have her phone number in my phone, so
Block it and delete it. I don't want to call her again, but I'm just saying, dude, at this rate, I just think, Zach has videos. Zach has a video that he's going to make about her. He's informed some of his YouTube friends. And Zach has loyal YouTube friends that have his back. So she's picked a fight she can't win at this rate. And plus Tony is already making a part 2.
Oh, you talked to him about it?
Well, I told Eric to email him.
Yeah.
Or message him wherever he can message him. So Tony's probably making a part 2. Jess, if you really want this fight again, if the cops called on you again, go right ahead. I dare you, honestly, because we want this to end. I mean, we cannot. We are. I mean, Zach's the baby here, but we're 27. But Eric and I are in our 30s, and honestly, Zach.
Actually 28, but.
Oh my gosh, I was a year off, Zach. Thank you.
Just a little correction.
Yeah, 28. But Zach is. But Zach is probably you're a very mature 28-year-old. So.
Somewhat. I don't consider myself that mature, but
Maturity.
I mean, I would say I'm more stable than most people in this generation, but that's about it.
Well, maturity is once you start realizing that maturity is a little bit overrated, then you're mature, right?
You know what? That makes total sense.
Because I am immature, but I'm also mature for my age, because guess what? Maturity is, like I said, maturity is overrated. Don't you kind of agree, Eric?
Why would that be overrated?
I think that, we all have those immature moments. Like, I mean, by those people's definition of that saying that we're immature, by us making the dirty jokes, people say that that's immature of us, right? That we made towards Jeff.
Oh yeah, I forgot to inform my Discord server too what's going on. So yeah.
I mean, you know what? Here, I'm gonna sit there. Zach, I have something for you to say in your Discord server.
Yeah.
You should sit there and say, "Hey, I have found the perfect match for Shithead."
Yes. I'll be sure to bring that up.
And then put Jess Solus. Oh wait, Soltis. I'm sorry. I get those names confused. Because wasn't that her name? Wasn't that her name, Eric? Jess Solus.
I think that was given to her by Antony.
Yeah.
I could see why.
But no, with maturity being overrated, yes, humor is subjective, but people would always sit there and say stuff like, if we made those jokes about Jess, oh, that's immature, and everything else. But I think maturity is a little overrated, because it's like, everybody has immature moments. Eric, I'm pretty sure you can. Let's go back a month or so. I'm pretty sure you had an immature moment even at 31, right?
I guess.
I mean, even I have, but maturity is overrated, because, I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, I think for me, it's like I take life seriously, but like, YouTube, here's my thing about YouTube. And Zach, I think you could kind of agree with me. YouTube world, I kind of just look at it as kind of a circus, right? But the real world
just about
is not a circus,
Yeah.
But but YouTube and entertainment, that's what YouTube is. It's entertainment. It's a circus. You're putting on a show. But it's people like Jess who sit there and want to take the circus out of the thing, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes it's like, sometimes these trolls, if they get bad enough, you don't even want to make videos anymore, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh well. No. So Jess, you're picking a fight you can't win. Go right ahead.
Sorry about that.
I guess she kicked you out, right?
I guess so. No, I clicked on a video. I thought Brian was still doing his game stream. Gosh. I hope he gets back online soon, because I would like to invite him.
Oh yeah, no, because you're gonna
invite J-Dog though, so
no, she's gonna get so many responses that it's not even funny. I'm gonna have to. I'll be right back, guys. So
Okay.
Come on, turn mic off. Well, I hope you guys going down.
What's that?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Junebug just went silent. I hope he's not getting prank calls now.
I guess he is.
Oh god, dude, I'm so tired of this.
And I know, and I can definitely trust Junebug on this matter because he's in the middle of the stream while somebody else is using his phone number.
Yep. Jess really needs to get a life.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'll go as far as saying that Jess is the most pathetic loser I've ever seen.
Yeah, she ranks up there. Heck, Brian should have had her in that video he made.
You know, I was
Yeah,
just
all
thinking.
because. Oh, so Junebug, did you get a prank call from her?
No, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, well, thanks for muting that.
Well, no, I had it upstairs. I was trying to turn my mic off, but my phone is being a jerk. Like, well, fine. I guess I'm going to leave my mic on. Hopefully, you guys don't hear it because I'm going to walk downstairs. But I don't think my house echoes that badly. But no, so I'm going to say this. I think, yeah, shithead probably still is number one, but Zess is probably number 0 in the top 10 worst YouTubers, right?
Yeah. Oh no, Sean is still number 1 because.
Well, she's number 0.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because, I mean, you can't be worse than somebody who sits there. I mean, come on, like a sexually repressed female, like even like
Yeah,
you
that's
you real.
bizarre. Like,
Well, here's my thing. If she went up to a guy and said, "Hey, do you want to do it with me?" Like she's gonna get some guy like, "Okay, fine," right?
yeah.
I mean, so like Eric. What do we keep saying? You dodged a nuclear bomb doing it with her, right?
Yep.
Because listen, I'm going to say this. And Eric, I'm not, here's my thing. Even if you guys did date, and let's say you guys got married, I don't think the marriage would even lasted that long, right?
Seeing how well it lasted with Chris.
Yeah, because guess how that marriage would end?
Not very well.
Divorce.
Yep.
Yep.
So, and I think it's a good thing that you're, 31 years old and not married, because it proves that, hey, you're not going to just marry anybody, right?
Yep.
Me too. Luckily, like I said, I mean, I'm pursuing a single mom, but at least I know that this mom There's one good thing about this single mom. She's all about her kids. She's not one of those single moms. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm just waiting because I can't wait till tomorrow. I want to see how many videos you're going to get just now that you're trolling Zach, because he's already dealt with a whole bunch of trolls on YouTube.
Yep.
So yeah, Jess,
Fact,
you messed with the wrong person.
In fact, there's people turning on Sean that used to be friends with him.
Yeah, so, and honestly,
because they see who I am, and then they seen who he was. They seen
You know
his
what?
true colors.
and Eric, I'm going to say this. This worked once before. Is that echo on my end?
I don't know.
Okay. This worked once before. If you even call Zach again, as a matter of fact, since Zach is editor for the new things that piss me off, movie, Eric can make a phone
She
call.
just called me again.
Okay, well, if you call him one more time, you will be. Eric can probably get Lauren, the actor that plays Kenny, on the phone, and then they can film an additional scene, and you will be killed off. Well, and heck, Eric will probably even kill you disrespectfully, just like they did with Han Solo. Because Han Solo's death, I mean, come on, we all know that was the greatest death in cinema history. She's a huge Star Wars fan. That
Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call. No, it was not a prank call. It was just my friend Derek asking me what's up.
Yeah. So Jeff. So Eric. Do you think if you called Lauren tomorrow, and say, hey, we need to film something extra for the movie, just tell them that we're gonna have to kill Kenny off because the real Kenny broke her promise.
Well, technically, she didn't. Well, yeah, technically she didn't.
Well, how soon could you get Lauren to sit there and say, "Hey, we need to film something for a future Things That Piss Me Off episode"?
Yeah. Oh my God, Jess. Seriously, get a life. Stop.
Well, if you call anybody associated with us, and that includes anybody in our contacts information, because by the way, there are people in my phone that I generally do not want you to call, and I hope to God you have not called them.
I hope not either.
Because so listen to me. If I hear that you called Zach or anybody again associated with me and Eric and Tyranno and anybody that is associated with anybody else, I'm gonna sit there and tell Eric to call Lauren, and basically I will tell Eric to have you get killed, your character get killed off, just like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker in the greatest cinematic trilogy of all time, the sequel trilogy to Star Wars. Right, Eric?
Yep.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. So I asked someone about this. They want to know if this voice sounds similar to the voice I heard over the phone. So I'm gonna go check that out, but I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. I thought this was over.
I did too.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. So, and I mean it, Jess. Otherwise, yeah. If we get a message or anything tomorrow that people are people who are associated with Zach or any of us, I will. Eric, you have my permission as the producer of Things That Piss Me Off to rewrite the ending for the 4th movie and have to rewrite it again because of you, Shrek. A future episode will just be uploaded that Kenny will be killed off very disrespectfully. And we know you do not want that, right?
No.
And we know Jeff does not want that because you gave Lauren credit that Lauren was a good actor. And
Way better than the original person.
And do you want Lauren to sit there and maybe get future acting jobs? I mean, he just got married. He might have and if acting could be a great future for him, you're gonna, if he's blessed with children, do you want to be responsible for ruining the life of, a potential great paying job for him and his future kids? Do you want that on your shoulders, Jess? So don't call anybody associated with us, especially people who we have in our, with us right now, who could give us better paying jobs than you will ever get. Stop now. You want to say anything else?
No.
Okay. I don't mind the prequels. They've grown on me. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, what makes her think she can do this, do you think?
I don't know, dude, but regardless, she doesn't have a life.
Clearly. But no, I'm gonna say this. I mean, I'm sure I'm pretty sure you could. She realized how fast you could probably sit there and film a death scene, though. I mean, basically, Kenny gets killed off. Like how quickly you could film that and just upload that. I mean, if you texted Lauren, how quickly could Lauren probably come over to the apartment and then you just get a Nerf gun and bang? You know what I'm saying?
So why did Zach leave?
Apparently, somebody who he messaged wanted to see if it was the voice, because I guess she's been calling people. She may or may not be calling people.
That was it. That was it. That was the voice.
Wait a minute. So what's going on?
Jess must have used this website where it's not a voice disguiser, but somebody must have known in the Discord server like what I was talking about when I described what they said, and I guess they were familiar with it, so they sent me the website, and I'm like, that's it, that's the voice.
Mm-hmm.
So
did Kenny leave you a voicemail?
That. What's that?
Did Kenny leave you a voicemail?
I don't think so.
No,
Then how do you know about the voice?
Because
it was somebody in his Discord.
So Kenny's in your Discord?
No, somebody. Okay, let me break this down for you. So I told the Discord server what was going on and what the person over the phone told me, right? I described what they said, and somebody in the server said, "Oh, could it be this?" They linked me something. There's an option on that site where I can hit play, and they asked, "Is it this voice?" I clicked on it, I played it, and yes, it was.
Well, I don't. Well, she knows that do not call you again right now because we can just upload the video of her getting. See, her character that she betrayed, the flat earther Katie Hornerson, is in the movie, so she knows that if she calls you or anybody associated with you again, that she will get killed off.
Yeah.
And not very respectfully, too. It'll be basically Eric uploads a video of the actor who plays Kenny. He gets the Nerf gun, bang, character permanently dead in the Things That Piss Me Off universe. So, yeah, she knows. And like I said, remember, this guy's also married, yes. And he might have a kid to support in a few years. And I don't think she wants to be held responsible for basically a potential good future job for the father of this guy's future children, especially acting, because this guy's a phenomenal actor. Right, Eric?
Yep.
So if you want to mess with me.
What the hell?
What?
Does anybody know who Eric Verd is?
Eric Verd?
Yeah.
It sounded like you were about to say my last name, but
No. Somebody named Eric Verd. Verde.
No.
I don't know why
No.
he reacted to some of my stuff on Facebook. I don't know if this is Jess or it's probably some clown that
Maybe it's one of
it's probably some idiot that disagreed with me on like a Facebook group or something.
I've
Maybe
noticed that's usually like the go-to thing. When someone disagrees with you, they'll automatically react with the laughing reaction, and they'll just be jerks about it.
maybe it's one of Shithead's friends.
Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, they would be a great couple.
Maybe what is that? Shithead, and is that poop stain there? Does he have tire tracks?
What's that?
Does he have tire tracks?
Haha, who knows?
Do you guys know what tire tracks are?
I think I have an idea.
It's where you don't. It's where you don't wipe your butt good enough, and you have little poop stains in your underwear. So maybe Eric Verd, or however you pronounce it. I see Tony's comment there. Maybe that's his problem, right? He's laughing because he has tire tracks. I don't think that's really something to laugh about, though, right?
Right.
So, man, though, you said you haven't thought of a video though in a while, Zach. Maybe this could be a great video. Every time Jess just calls you, you just make a video update video, right?
Oh, dude, I'll even like record, a video like of me answering the calls. I don't care.
Yeah, why not, right?
Well, that's if she calls. She might not if she knows that I'm doing the video, but hey,
Yeah.
she may not ever know.
Oh no, she'll probably comment, you're the reason Chris and I broke up.
Probably.
I don't give a shit.
I know. Well, I know. And then knowing you, I know what you'll do. You'll just screenshot it and put it to your community tab. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
and
I don't care.
no, exactly. And then you know what? Fine. If that's what she wants. Okay. Guess what? Yeah. Jess. I totally used the force, and I broke up you and Chris. Even though I never met you guys before my entire life, I used the force. And Eric, I helped Eric also use the force to break you and Chris up too, right, Eric?
Funny, Chris just tried to call me.
Was it actually Chris?
Well, it was on Facebook, so yes, it actually was him.
So does Jess only use people's phone numbers?
I believe so.
That's her hit.
Man. It's just so weird.
Okay. Well, hey, you want to update Chris?
I guess I can.
I got a thumbnail job to do.
For the new video or for Kadeem?
For Kadeem, yeah. I'll be getting paid this Thursday, so.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing paid requests too. I think that, I think if I did this, editing thumbnails, editing videos, taking paid requests, and having a part-time job, I might be in pretty good financial in a financial situation.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
I could make thumbnails for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good at that, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Oh, Jess.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude.
That's not your fault.
No, I know, but it's more just like I just thought she was done, but
Hey, at least she's given me an entertaining video to do.
oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure people will love it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, and she knows that if she keeps this up though, it's like it's like, wow, you really kind of picked a battle you can't win right now, because like me and Eric would just ignore it, but
Yeah, think about
you
the connections that I have with people that you also don't want to mess with. It's like, do you know what you've done?
I mean, there's that line in Tombstone, right? She brought what I can never say the exact, I can never remember the exact line, but it's like, you brought the thunder.
I say she released the Kraken.
Yeah. Well, there's that line in Tombstone. You may have brought the thunder, but hell's coming with me. It's something like that, because I mean, you have so many people that like you on YouTube, and I mean, you are well liked on YouTube, and people see that you're dealing with another troll that's shithead. I mean, and then think about it, if she keeps this up. Oh my gosh. Right. Right, Jess, totally. And by the way, I thought it was Thompson, not Thomas. Can't even get your boyfriend's name right. Can the moderators take care of her, please? But
Hello.
oh, by the way, look who's in the chat.
Where's Zach?
Girlfriend called.
Oh my God, Jess! Stop.
Yeah. Zach totally did it, right? Right, Eric?
Oh my God, Jess! Did everybody break up you and Chris?
Man, your relationship must really sucked if everybody in the world broke you guys up, right? And plus, I thought it was Thompson, not Thomas. She can't even get her own boyfriend's name right?
Zach is the reason why Well, she typed her boyfriend's name right. What the fuck, Jess?
I mean, and plus you said you were going to leave. Plus, guess what? And by the way, you know this. Guess what? Anybody associated with me, and Eric, and Tyranno, you need to be left alone. Do you want the cops called on you again? Well, turn up your damn hearing aid.
Oh my God, Jess! Really?
Yeah. Zach totally did that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and like, everybody apparently did it to her. I mean, man, your guys' relationship must have really sucked if everybody broke you guys up, right?
Yep.
Maybe somebody wasn't good in the sack, or like maybe guess what? Hey, Eric, can you confirm this? I heard a rumor through the grapevine. I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. I don't even think you ever saw it, and thank goodness, probably. But I heard a rumor that Cash's pecker is so tiny that a microscope couldn't see it. I mean, I don't think you can confirm that, but maybe Jess can, right?
Probably.
I mean, when it sees it through a microscope, the microscope it just shows nothing. And by the way, I mean, I don't know anybody that could be attracted to the teeth that look like something out of Wrong Turn.
Oh, burn.
And when Captain Ahab sees Jess, that's when he thinks of Moby Dick, he was definitely thinking of Jess.
You know it.
Oh, do you remember Jaws 2? You remember Jaws 2, Eric?
Remember who? Sorry.
Jaws 2? And the whale that walked up on shore?
Yeah.
That was Jess.
Oh God.
Do you want to try some?
That would be funny.
Do you want to try some? Do you want to try some? Go right ahead. Come on. She's right here in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Um, here.
What? Sorry.
Do you want to?
Huh?
Do you want to take a? Do you want to take a burn at Jess?
Oh God, where do I begin? You start
Okay.
petty
Hey, guess
drama.
what? Guess what? Everybody in the chat. Whoever is still in here, take a burn at Jess. Make fun of her, right, Eric? Is that okay?
Serves her right.
Yeah, everybody, make fun of Jess right now, because this, we all know Ghost Rider is a pretty good little smack talker, isn't he? So Ghost Rider, if you still in the chat, make fun of Jess right now. So yeah, Eric, take a burn at make fun of Jess right now. Take a burn at her. Burn her.
No wonder why she doesn't have any friends.
You know, you know how Jason's a mongoloid, right?
Yeah.
I don't even. I think when Jason looks at her, he's going to see himself. Especially with how bad those teeth are. By the way, and then even when Jason stabs you, you're so fat that when Jason stabs you, you're just going to go, that tickles.
Yep.
Come on, dude, it's your turn.
I know. I guess I'm just. My energy's just.
See, Jess, you're so emotionally draining and so fat and fugly that you emotionally drain people.
I mean, she did drain me, with all of her really. I mean, she ended my friendship with her over a road trip to Bozeman.
And proves what a
Listen to how petty that sounds.
bitch you are.
Yeah, and she never was my friend in the first place.
By the way, I bet that you're the type of woman that doesn't even shave her pits, and you're so hairy that you might be the real Sasquatch. If you really want to keep this up, Jess, I might be kind of falling asleep right now, but I can keep this up for a long time. So you better sit there and leave us alone. And I fucking mean it right now. Okay? You said you were done. When you say you're done, the only thing you have in this world, which it doesn't mean what you have between your legs, but you've proven you don't even have these. You only have in this world your word and your balls. And yeah, you might be some kind of woman, but you don't even have your word. And if you don't even have your word in this world, you are nothing. We'll know better than as a matter of fact, Eric, can you I'm going to send you something. Can you share it? So we can
Sure, but I want to get to bed soon.
Okay, no, we just need to show what Jess is.
What is she?
Hold on.
Is she
Assuming that
calling you?
no. I'm actually going to send you a picture because we're going to show what Jess is. And yes, I'm sending you this. Assuming my phone will send it. And as a matter of fact, just to be safe, I'm even going to email it just in case did it send?
Did you send it to email?
Phone.
I'm not getting it.
Okay, I'll send it to email then. Because guess what? No, this will just be a perfect way to end a live stream to show what Jess truly is. And I sent this earlier today. Do you want? I just need contents. I sent this.
Yeah, Jess is pretty much the new Courtney in the sense Courtney died and so did Jess. Hello?